Setting goals is the easy part. Staying on target is hard. In today's video, I'm going to share my 2024 financial goals with you. I'll share my progress in future videos. I'm going to start off with my credit card debt. I did do a video previously about how I plan to get out of credit card debt in 1 year. I can share a link if I can figure out how to that video, so you can watch that. It's a 1-year plan, so I started this plan in May and I will be at $0 for these two credit cards by May of 2025. So here you can actually see that I started off this year in January with over $10,000 in credit card debt for these two cards. And I've been chipping away. And in May, I decided to do a video on my 1-year plan. So at that point, I believe I was at $7,800, over $7,800, but I've made an additional payment towards my credit card debt. So I've already made some progress on that, and I am set for $0 for this for May 2025. But for 2024, this year, I plan to have these two credit cards under $2,200 by the end of this year. So I have that all planned out, and I feel good about that one. The next goal that I have is my car loan. I have a car that I had to purchase last year. It was probably one of the worst times to purchase a car because of the interest rates. Unfortunately, I had no choice because a tree fell on my car and I need a reliable car to get to work. So here I am. Haven't had a payment for many years, but now I have a car payment. So not exactly thrilled about it, but it is what it is. So I started off in January with over $24,000. Now this amount for my car loan, this is my balance. This balance actually includes the interest that will be accrued over time. So it's the total amount for the car loan, including interest. Now this car loan is due, the last payment is scheduled for October of 2029. I am hoping once things get better in my finances that I'll be able to pay for this car loan sooner than 2029. But as of right now, I have payments until 2029. For this year, my goal is to have this car loan under $20,000 by the end of this year. So as of right now, I'm set to do that. My next goals are my emergency fund and my retirement account. So for my emergency fund, the balances that I have jumped a bit this year. So in January, I started my emergency fund with $784. I started this account sometime last year, and I had in January $784. In February, I added a little bit of money and I was at $811. And in March, April, and May, those three amounts really jumped month to month. And that is because first I got a bonus at work, which was fabulous. And then I transferred some savings that I had from other accounts to this account because this is a high yield savings account. So I wanted to make sure that I took advantage of that and got the interest for it. So I transferred some of those dollars into this account. So that's why there was a significant jump for my emergency fund. So I am hoping that this will accrue some interest and I can make some progress on this. After this month, you'll see in my future videos that I'll share in updating my goals. The amount for the balance will not jump quite as significantly. I mean, I would be fine if it did, but I don't have any plans that it will. So for December, my goal is by the end of the year to have this account over $8,000, which is another $557 that I plan to put into this account from June to December. To be honest, I'm not 100% sure I'll be able to make that goal. It is a little ambitious. I know it sounds silly because it's $557, but I am not 100% confident that I'll be able to make this goal for over $8,000, but I am going to try. Next, moving on to my retirement account. So for my retirement account, these are my contributions per month. So in January, I contributed $946 that came directly out of my paycheck from my work paycheck. These funds go directly pre-tax to my retirement account. And so I am just tracking the amounts that I am putting towards retirement. I eventually am hoping to have $10,000 per year eventually, but for this year, I am set to meet $8,800 by the end of the year. So I have another $3,807 to go. Most months will be either $630 or $946 that I contribute. May has another payment when I get paid. There will be another $315 contributed. So I'll be at $630 for May. We'll continue on until December. And probably, I'm not 100% sure, but I believe in August I might increase my contributions. I might wait until October or November. Typically, my job evaluates whether or not we get raises right before the holiday, so I should probably find out whether or not I get an increase in my pay in October or November. And in that case, if I do get an increase, then I will increase my contributions to my retirement account. So, but for now, I am on target for $8,800 by the end of the year. The next two goals that I have are my side hustles and my savings accounts that I have for my children. So for my side hustles for 2024, I am trying to find additional side hustles. As of right now, I sell some of my items that I don't need anymore online. I've been doing this for a little less than a year to make a little extra income. I do have a goal of about $100 a month. So my goal is $1,200 by the end of the year. I have so far to date been able to make $365. I am definitely behind on my goal for March, April, and May. However, I do know that starting around August, September, people start shopping for the holidays. And last year, I do recall being able to sell quite a bit more. So I'm hoping that I can make up for some of the slower months. I haven't really been posting too many things due to a little bit of time, and also it's a little bit of a slow month. I'm hoping to be able to increase this and make my goal by by the end of the year for $1,200. And in addition, I'm also looking for additional side hustles to be able to maybe offset some of the car payments that I now have. Next is my children's savings funds. I have two accounts for my children. I have two children. I was not really contributing to these accounts the past few months. In May, I did contribute a little bit, and I will be adding a little bit each month. I am looking to have $20,000 by the end of 2028, split between the two of my children, $10,000 for each of them saved up. I am not 100% sure if I will be able to meet this goal, but I am going to really try. I know it seems so far away, 2028, but it's only 4 years. And once you break it down, it seems ambitious to me. I have it on here, and that is the goal that I have set for myself, and I hope to be able to make it. Moving on, my next two goals are my holiday sinking fund and a new house fund. So for my holiday sinking fund, I get this money paid out to me in, I believe it's the end of September, beginning of October, somewhere around there for the holidays. And that's about when I start shopping. Actually, sometimes I start shopping in August, September. As a single parent, you have to plan way in advance, or at least I have found that it's been very beneficial for me to plan way in advance. My holiday sinking fund is a savings account that I have that I put into over the year. I add money to this account throughout the year, but it is a September or October to September or October account. So my goal is to have 1820 by September 2024. I know I can meet this one. I've been meeting this goal for several years in a row. The money is automatically deposited when I get paid every other week. $70 goes towards this fund automatically, just gets automatically transferred over. So it is a great way to be able to save up for holidays. I do have to say, though, I do need to start putting in more for this account. The contributions that I have, as I mentioned, is $70 every other week for the entire year. However, $18.20 is not enough. I use my holiday sinking fund dollars for gifts, yes, but I also use it for entertaining, extra food that we need to buy, for going to family and friends, and There's always a lot going on in during the holidays, and this includes all of the holidays, so like Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year. So there are a lot of gifts that has to be purchased. Sometimes there's some clothes that needs to be purchased, some extra food, as I mentioned. So I do find that I am not able to make my holiday spending fit into this 1820. So at some point I'm going to have to contribute more. I did contribute an extra $20 in April. Every little bit counts, but I think I have to make a regular change to this account. But for right now, I'm keeping my goal at 1820, and I will consider changing that once I get through some more of this year and possibly thinking about for next year. I also have a new house fund. This is a newer goal. I've been wanting to purchase a house for many years. I haven't had a home or had owned a home since my divorce. I am a single parent, as I mentioned. I've been a single parent for quite a few years. I've rented. Renting is, it has its perks, but I would also like to purchase a home. I don't know if it'll ever be in the cards for me, but I am going to continue to dream about it. And so I do have a new house savings fund goal. And as of right now, starting in January, I have $922 towards a down payment. And in this month in May, I have so far $1,131 saved towards a new house down payment. I don't know when my goal will be, but for right now, I'm trying to get to $10,000. I have no idea how long it's going to take me to get there until I put some more thought into how I can make this happen and when I can make it happen. Then I'll set some more strict parameters around this goal. But for right now, I'm just saving what I can and putting whatever I can towards this new house fund. So next I have a new car fund. I don't have anything for the new car fund. I also am not 100% sure whether or not I'm going to put anything towards a new car fund. I'm not sure when I'm going to need a new car. Right now, we do have two family cars. The car that I purchased, which by the way is a used car, it's not a new car, but I have a used car that is a very good, reliable car that I'm paying off. And then the car that the tree fell on, I was able to have it repaired. It cost quite a bit of money, but that is now the car, my second car that my children use to get to school and work. So for right now, we don't need a new car or another car, a third car. There is a plan probably in the next year or so where we might need a third car. I don't have anything planned for that right now. So at the moment, I have $0 for this new car fund, and I don't have a goal set yet, but I do have it on my radar, and I will be looking at that and considering that at some point in the future. Similar to my new car fund, I also have a college fund in mind for a future student loan. I do have a child who plans to go to college, or both children. I'm not 100% sure who or which are going to go to college, but I know at least one plans to go to college. There will be payments that will need to be made for a future student loan. I don't have any parameters around that yet, so knowing that this will be coming down the line, I have this on my goal worksheet, but I don't have anything set as of right now. So these are the goals that I have set for 2024, and I will keep you up to date on a monthly basis as they progress, and I'll share additional information in future videos. Also in future videos, I plan to share how I budget, so look forward to that, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.